Hey Collective, how are you all? Evie and I are doing good. Thank you guys for being here and for spending time with us. We love you and appreciate you guys. So I've already got some cards pulled, so we're going to tap into this message. So the first card out, we got Flirt. If you love me, tell me. Tell me how you really feel. Someone could want to apologize for this. They could have been flirting with you, and they could have really loved you, but they didn't tell you that. They didn't tell you how they really feel. Now they want to apologize. They could have been out flirting with someone else and said that they loved you, and that's how they really felt, and they could have hurt you. Moving in. I can't get enough of you. Do you want to move in together? Flirting, wanting to move in, wanting to be in a committed relationship. Okay. You're the most amazing person I've ever. I'm committed to making us a priority. They think you're the most amazing person ever, or whoever this is here. And then all of a sudden there was no spark. Ignoring was going on, and cheating started happening. I don't think there's anything wrong with cheating as long as I don't get caught. They moved in, they were committed, they were flirting, love bombing, making you think it was one way, but they were not faithful. We have to admit that the chemistry just isn't there between us. So I'm hearing trying to justify the cheating. Okay. You could have started ignoring this person. They could have moved out to some dirty offer that they were into. So you started ignoring this person because they got hooked up with someone who you considered a dirty offer here that ain't shit. Okay. Oh, they'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. God. Somebody could be stressed out because they're going to jail in this energy. Oh, someone's getting arrested and they're jealous. They need bond money. They're going broke. They're jealous because they're going broke. They're getting arrested and they need bond money. They're fed up. They're over it with this dirty offer that they left you for here. It looks like we've got a King of Cups, an Ace of Cups, and the Magician. So someone who could have been very emotionally manipulative with their cup of love here could have been doing magic to try and make you love them in some way. You got fed up with this person. You didn't want anything else to do with this person. Realized this person was very manipulative, and possibly whoever they got mixed up with, trying to manipulate your thoughts here into, if you love me, tell me, to where you were confused, like they showed up like they loved you, but then behind the scenes they're doing all of this shit, trying to survive some kind of natural disaster that they've got going on here. You could have had a family with this person. They could have created a family with someone that they went to this dirty offer and moved in with, given all their love to this person, and then manipulating, saying that they loved you. It's your ex's lover here. They could have started a family with this ex here. There could be children involved. Tortured by a psycho, freaking stalking, and they're dangerous. They're going to be getting arrested. Your ex's lover. They're a fucking psychopath. Red flags. They ignored the red flags. You did not. You knew that this person was crazy, and this was too much of a risky situation for you to stay connected to this person. Once they got with this crazy karmic here, they could have sacrificed a Queen of Swords energy and the Ace of Pentacles, and they put all of their energy into this nasty, dirty offer here that they cheated on you with. Queen of Swords is very honest and truthful and upright. The Ace of Pentacles, very abundant, very spiritual energy here. And they threw this connection away to go towards this karmic. Now they're nervous. They're nervous because they have to go to jail and they're getting arrested. They feel helpless and they're full of sorrow now for what they've done. Now they don't know what to do. They're nervous. They're full of fear and they're sad. When you feel edgy or on the edge of feeling alarmed or a little worried, they could be scared of this crazy karmic here, thinking family could have told them to sacrifice you to go towards where they thought more money was. Try to get into this person's thoughts and say, oh no, you need to love this person. You need to love this dirty offer, this dirty karmic here. Are you feeling scared or worried about something that might happen in the future? They're nervous about getting arrested and going to jail. Do you feel like your heart is beating fast or your palms are sweaty? They're scared to death. Do you feel like you're not prepared or ready for something that's coming up? Yeah, I've been to jail and you can't mentally prepare for that shit. I can't imagine going to prison. Hell no. That's terrifying. They feel helpless because they've done something here. When you feel like you have no power, they have no power or control over this situation. They've created this mess. Are you feeling like you're not able to change or improve a situation that they're in? They're fucked. They can't get out of this. Are you and this could even be just feeling trapped with this karmic and now they've thrown away what they should have done and now they can't. They've totally destroyed themselves here. Are you feeling like you're not able to make decisions or take action because you are feeling powerless? Are you feeling like you're not able to get help or support from others even though you need it? So whoever this is, they're nervous, they're helpless, and they're like, oh, they're very disappointed. Feeling heavy-hearted or deeply unhappy, often because of a loss or disappointment. They feel like whatever this is, they took a loss going in this direction. Do you feel like crying or tearing up often, even when you're not sure why? They're overwhelmed with their life and they can't handle the decisions that they made. They're really stressed out. They could have gotten into a big old mess getting into this third-party situation here that could have gotten them arrested, or whoever they got hooked up with could be getting ready to face jail time. Your ex's lover. Okay, if it's not your ex, they got hooked up with somebody that's fucking nuts here. And they could literally be getting ready to go to jail. Wow. Are you feeling like you're not finding joy or happiness in things that you normally enjoy? This person's feeling depression, I think. Are you feeling like you're not sure how to feel better or get over the deep sadness that you're experiencing? And they know that they've made a bad decision here, and it's really affected their life, and they're in this huge mess, and they don't know how to get out of this mess here that they've gotten themselves in. They feel absolutely powerless. We've got hiding secrets. Being breadcrumbed and hiding secrets. Cameras all over your house. They've been inside your house and could have put cameras in your house for some of you, okay? Because they were moving in silence, wanting the inside scoop of what the fuck you were doing. Good God. They wanted the inside scoop. They were being real fucking sneaky. They wanted to be all up in your business, so they knew what the hell you were doing. This person was fake flexing. They could have just acted like they had money, but they didn't. They could have acted like they were your groupie or something, or they had groupies that they pulled these scarcity tactics on so that they could get money out of them to take advantage of people. This person's a loser. I forgot my wallet, hiding a secret that they actually have it. This person was a player. They were interested in being this player loser here. They were interested in a player who's a loser, hiding secrets. And definitely interested in finding out how our worlds would mesh with each other. They're interested in a loser. And they were hiding this secret from you, so they could have started breadcrumbing you. And then you could have started going, if you love me, then tell me. This person could have pulled their energy back because they were giving it to someone else. And now when they were cheating, there was no spark there. And because they were interested in this loser, who's your ex's lover, who's a fucking psycho here. They could have been in a poly relationship here. Okay. I'm more interested in the thrill of the chase than in forming meaningful relationships. They were interested. So they hit the go button, and you hit the stop button with this player. You were like, hell no, you're up to something. I can feel it in my energy. This person was a walking red flag. You felt the shift in this person's energy. You started pulling back. You knew that they had a karmic in the mix here. I don't know that I'm meant to only be with one person for the rest of my life. This person wants to play the field. They want to be with someone, but they want to be with all kinds of other people too. It's not my fault you can't get me off your mind. This could be because good sex here. You promised yourself you'd never date someone like me again. This person's a red flag. Spirit is saying stop. Don't let this person come back towards you. Okay, if they try. This karmic femme could have gotten this bright idea. Oh, yeah, let's spy. Someone got their eye on you. You are doing your research. So this karmic here could have been spying on someone. They could have been trying to take videos or pictures. They could have been watching online, spying and stalking. Now they're stressed out. They're stressed out. This karmic could have been spying on your ex here to see what they were doing. They could have put cameras all over the house to catch them in the act of them doing something. They have no choice but to stop. Mad that you won't tolerate their nasty behavior. And they started hiding secrets, so they started sending you the evil eye. Well, they're finally getting caught, it looks like here. They're finally going to get caught up for what the fuck they've done. You want nothing else to do with them. Venmo could be significant. They were in this lustful energy. They were out traveling around in their car to go bareback someone. They were greedy and inconsiderate. Okay, this person was in very lustful energy in this poly energy here. They were greedy, and they were just all about getting what they needed, trying to be real sneaky, planning for the future with the Seven of Swords and the Three of Wands and the Chariot, of how they can positively move forward with this karmic femme or masculine here that they just became obsessed with, because they would allow them to be in this polyamorous relationship. And they're like, oh, I've got groupies that we can play with. Yeah, we can make money off of this. Let's move in silence. Let's be sneaky. Ooh, yeah. And then let's just lie about stuff. There could even be documents here. There could be a forgery here. There could be fraud here. That could be what this jail is here. Somebody could be getting caught up for fraud. There's a judgment in the courts, and now they're freaking out. They're going to be publicly humiliated. They're worried about this. They're worried about how they're going to be seen in the public now. There's definitely documents involved in a court situation, and they're going to be publicly humiliated in court. They're going to need bond money to come out again. The sun is here, spilling the beans. Someone's revealing secrets, and the cat's out of the bag. Someone's getting ready. It's getting ready to be known what someone has done here. The Eight of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles energy, something kind of truth could be coming out about someone who is very greedy, codependent, all about the money, emotionally manipulative. They're not grounded. They can't manage their home or their finances. They're not good with money. They were anticipating something here. They were feeling real excited for something to occur in the future. They were very eager about an upcoming event, activity, or future outcome. frequently thinking about and looking forward to a specific event or experience. Experiencing a surge of positive energy and anticipation when discussing or planning for something in the future. And that could have had to do with the cameras. Maybe they're trying to do something online here. Could even be like some kind of OnlyFans shit with like recordings or something. They thought this was funny. They were so excited. They were amused. They were happy about this. They were trying to entertain with humor or intrigue someone. Humorous content. So doing something about content here with all these cameras, because they want groupies doing something online. Hiding secrets, that cameras are all over your house. And lustful energy. Oh goodness, somebody could be getting ready to get arrested because for like the cameras in someone's house. They were pleased if you got affectionate with someone. So they could, oh my goodness, they could have been trying to make money off of you in some way. Now this is not going to be everyone's reading, so please don't get crazy on me in the comments. This sounds pretty specific here. They thought this was funny. Oh, they thought this was funny. Yeah, they're not laughing now. They're stressed the fuck out now. They're going to be publicly humiliated for this shit because the truth is coming out. Truth's coming out about this crazy fucking karmic. They thought that this was entertaining. They thought it was hilarious. This is a past life soulmate. Yeah, well, they're not going to be thinking it's so funny anymore, and they're not going to be thinking it's funny now that they left you to go entertain this fucking karmic. Talking shit all in their head. They're overthinking. They're stressed out. They're overanalyzing everything because there's evidence. There's photo proof and evidence of something here, of someone talking shit. They lie all the time. Someone's best friend's involved here. They're constantly making shit up. Someone could have hooked up and gotten together with their best friend, entertaining their best friend. There was chemistry, okay? I love that I can confide in you about anything. You've been so supportive, and I'm fortunate to have you in my life. Everything is better with you. Let's do life together. So they could have decided to move in with their best friend and flirt and hook up with their best friend. There was chemistry. They were hooking up with this person. I'm totally feeling the craziest vibes with you, with your best friend here. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. They're very, very immature energy here, okay? Right now, I'm not really at a place in my life where I can fulfill the demands of a healthy relationship. They could have just been saying, oh, I'm going to go hang out with my friends, and they were out fucking them. They're just a friend. Yeah, manipulation with intimacy here, with the sexual chemistry, and they're reminiscing. There's a lot of manipulation in this energy, okay? Manipulating you about being intimate with someone else, saying no, I'm isolated, I'm just lonely, I'm by myself. Well, whoever they were being intimate with their best friend, they could be lonely now and disappointed because they could have started seeing through the manipulation. Now this person's all in their head. They're mad as fuck. They're talking shit. They've got proof of something here, that they were entertaining this karmic. They could have been doing it together in a poly relationship here. Okay? Well, there's secrets that are coming out. There's no contact with this person. We've got gang stalking going on. They're furious that they've been exposed for being in a same-sex relationship. So now they have no contact with this person. They were sex workers. They could have been on OnlyFans or something is what I'm hearing. Something like that, where they're making money off their sexual content here. They rebounded with this person. It was a temporary option with unpredictable intentions. They're very immature, and this person was a rebound. And they got attached is what I'm hearing. The 5 of Wands and the 10 of Wands, they were really worried about the situation. They were very burdened. Being in competition with the 4 of Pentacles, being very greedy and possessive, holding on for dear life, don't want to let go. Someone was burdened. They lie all the time. Out traveling to someone's house. Could have actually been sneaking to someone's house and then they ended up like buying a property or getting a house together or something. Traveling to someone's house. Could have been traveling between your house and this other person's house, or all these karmics houses, to lying about abusing and using drugs and lying about being a warlock. There's evidence. Evidence just keeps coming out, so they can't lie because there's evidence of this now. And lying about their addictions because this person became their new boo here. An official status with an exclusive relationship, but they're seeing each other openly so that they could be in this poly situation here. The Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, collaborating and working together, being very skilled at something. You could have worked with this person. And then boom, they became aggressive, raged out, furious, and then broke your heart because they cheated. And whenever you caught this person cheating, they became very aggressive and hostile and angry towards you because they didn't expect you to catch on to this. They were wanting you to be in this weird fucking poly shit going on here. They were obsessed with it. They thought it was fucking funny. Oh my God, you piece of shit. You feel like you want to attack someone or want to argue with them, feeling aggressive. Noticing an increase in impulsive or reckless behaviors that may cause harm to yourself or others. Are you feeling a sense of superiority or entitlement that fuels your aggressive tendencies? Wow. Do you feel a lack of empathy or disregard for the well-being and feelings of others when you are in an aggressive state? This person didn't care how they made you feel. They didn't care how aggressive they were. Wow. That's just absolutely disgusting. This definitely is resonating with me, because it's exactly what the fuck happened. Feeling intense anger, actively raging, or violent. Have you noticed a change in your breathing pattern or an increase in heart rate? Is it hard to think clearly or make rational decisions when you are consumed by anger? Have you received feedback from others suggesting that your behavior or demeanor reflects extreme anger or fury? This person's got a serious anger problem. They need anger management here. You could have fought with this person. They could have created fights with people in order to travel and go to the next person's house that they were rebounding with. They were bouncing around like a fucking skank hoe. I'm realizing we're wasting each other's time. Has narcissistic tendencies. Depression is taking over. Feeling dead inside. Someone's brother or sister could be involved with this energy. There was a plot twist. Everything will be revealed soon. You loathe this person. You dislike something so intensely that it takes many forms like revulsion, distaste, and or hatred. You're disgusted with this person and whoever they got hooked up with. It just disgusts you. Does the mere thought of a specific individual or situation evoke intense anger, resentment, or contempt in you? Do you find it difficult to feel any positive regard for a certain person or group? Have you noticed an overwhelming sense of negativity or hostility towards someone or something even when you're not around them or it? You just got to where you couldn't stand this person. And blaming with romantic energy here, being very annoyed. And this person's stressed out now. And now they're so stressed out because they made a bad decision. They're vengeful. They want revenge. They're vindictive. frequently fantasizing about ways to seek revenge or cause harm to someone who has wronged you. This person may think that you wronged them in some way. You don't have anything to do with these people. They've done it to themselves. Do you find yourself often harboring intense feelings of anger, resentment, or bitterness towards a specific person or group? Are you experiencing a strong desire for retaliation, believing it would bring you a sense of justice or satisfaction? This person's out for fucking blood. They're stressed out. They're annoyed. They could be blaming you. Wow. That's crazy. It's so stupid. It's just it's so childish and petty and fucking immature. This Ice Queen, third party. There's an ending. Trying to put an ending to a love offer here. Someone's got a health concern. Wow, someone's got a health concern. It's a major ending here. A love offer, this dirty offer. Wow, they were ignoring something with this dirty offer being into you over here. Oh, man. You got fed up. Be glad that you ignored this dirty offer because it could have ended your life. This person could have contracted something getting hooked up with this karmic here. They're a liar. They were just pretending. They lied to get this person into a commitment with them, and they used a love spell, and their weakness was their sexuality. So they knew that could be how that they could land them in this commitment here. It's easier to pretend everything's okay rather than confront the truth. And this person's a liar. They could have put you in the friend zone. I think we're better off just being friends. Be careful of someone sneaky. Things are getting serious. You have been witched. Someone is still trying to figure themselves out with their sexuality. So we could have same sex. Well, we did have the same sex energy come out. They're furious that they've been exposed, that they were hooking up with their best friend. Now they're overwhelmed and they're overloaded. They can't handle their obligations. They could be dealing with poverty in the home, trying to hide that they're struggling financially. We've got screenshots and evidence and proof of the bad reputation of this obsessive lover. They're dangerous and toxic, unhealthy, possessive karmic here that has fake accounts, spying on fake accounts on social media. They're all played out. This dirty offer here. They could be trying to run away from this dirty karmic who was their sneaky link that would let them have their kinky ways. Okay? And their side piece here. They were in this devil energy. Capricorn could be significant. They were creating a lot of confusion and illusion about this. And you just stood up and defended and protected yourself from this person, Empress, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. And you weren't about to let this person come back around in your energy. You didn't want anything else to do with this person. When you caught this person cheating, you're like, yeah, that's it. You're spiritually woke. And your guides could have been telling you they're up to something. You felt the energy shift, you know. They got caught cheating and they betrayed you. This karmic, they could have been laughing whenever they got hooked up with this karmic. You know, it was like they were proud of themselves for what they did to you here. And they didn't expect you to catch them. They were in it to win it, long-term intentions, and they were invested. They were laughing with this karmic. This karmic thought it was funny because they used this love spell to pull this person away from you. You were spiritually woke. You're self-aware. You cut through all these illusions and you detached from the ego. This person was fucking around with their situationships and their hidden lovers, fulfilling their fantasies and their fetishes. They were sexually open, wanting to explore this sexual energy more, okay? Having sneaky links. And then they could have come back towards you, acting like they weren't doing this, kissing your ass. This person's stalking. They're spying, they're watching, and they're obsessed. And you rejected this person, and they can't handle the rejection from you. So now they're fucking hooked. They're obsessed. They're obsessed. And this toxic devil energy here. And the devil is obsession. Something's important about the cell phone provider, cell phone records, trying to get rid of you before court. Someone's going to be captured and go to jail. Something's a death plot with bodily fluids with this dirty offer here. Someone's contracted something that they've been out hooking around because they were bareback. They weren't using protection. They've caught something in this Seven of Swords energy. There's going to be intel or info about these jealous karmics. Stay no contact with a narcissist. They're mad as fuck that you cut them off. This freaking crazy ass psychopath. They thought that this plan was going to be flawless. They just were sitting back resting because they were sure that they were going to be able to inflict this injury. We've got a hitman here that was supposed to create a crime of passion, lying, saying that you get paid for sex, but they're the ones that's the secret sex worker over here. They're going to be drained of their resources. They can't handle it. They're dealing with material loss, strife, and struggling, and poverty came out. Something could be significant about Facebook, something about ritual supplies. They could even be doing something on social media with witchcraft here. We have Othala, which represents the home, and it's in reverse. It's generational trauma, negative patterns, and rigid traditions. The letter O and earth signs could be significant. So, and I was drawn to this real estate in the house over here with the wealth and investment, some kind of mega project that they rebounded with the best friend that they were entertaining this karmic here. A need to heal from generational issues. Break free from these patterns and shift them to be more closely aligned with your principles. This is how you build a legacy to leave behind that you can be proud of. Conflict, disorder, instability, and distress in the home. Financial difficulties, potential loss of property, or a decline in material wealth. Be mindful of financial decisions and protect your assets to avoid loss and instability. So this person's lost their ass getting mixed up with this fucking karmic here. There was a lot of corruption going on in this energy. Slandering you. Someone could have made some kind of a business transaction to marry someone. Or trying to affect someone's business. We've got sisters in the energy again. Someone's sister or brother could have warned them to stop. It has them very concerned. Someone's mental health needs to be checked. Someone could get 5150. They're full of jealousy and envy. The karmics want to destroy you, and they don't want this being looked into. Something that's going on with a developer, developing something, and I'm just hearing something online. Overcoming fear of a butcher knife, or overcoming the fear, this crazy butcher here, a hitman. Overcoming the fear of a butcher knife. Someone needs rescued from an abusive relationship and the harsh circumstances that they've gotten themselves mixed up in. They're in spiritual jail now because they were trying to destroy your business or whatever you do for work with the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. There's constant fighting and arguments, and they can't stand it because you're in alignment to receive. You're in your North Node. You're doing your life purpose. This is a fallen twin that's losing their fucking mind, trying to set you up to frame you. They're losing their mind because they can't defeat you. They got hooked up with this karmic divine feminine in reverse, or divine masculine. You flip it how it resonates, but growth without purpose, more for the sake of more, unfulfilling growth, and meaningless. The letter B and earth signs. Earth signs are very significant, and then Capricorn came out with the devil over here. Focus on growth without ensuring we remain aligned to our greater purpose. Growth without an end and without purpose can lead to burnout and frustration. feeling unfulfilled, lack of alignment, and causing anxiety and a sense of disconnection from your core values, causing you to question the true significance of your efforts. Embrace change, don't resist it. Ignoring necessary transitions will only lead to greater difficulties. Okay. They're furious because they can't control you. They're having panic attacks. They're freaking out. They're so stressed out. Now they're regretting and wishing they wouldn't have flirted with somebody. The Chinese zodiac sign of the horse could be significant. They've trapped themselves in this covert operation that they got hooked up in here. They falsified information with fraudulent documents. Someone could work in a grocery store or something significant about a grocery store. CPS could be involved. They have many dark secrets. Someone could get a DUI or a DWI. The level of deception used in this relationship is igniting harsh karma. This person's an alcoholic. They could be scared to leave the house, or they wanted you to be scared to leave the house and isolated. They could be traveling by your house, seeing what the fuck you're doing, seeing if you're hooking up with somebody. They're so jealous. You're defeating an ancient entity that's hunted you through many lifetimes. This is generational curse here. This person's helping you overcome this and break these curses off your bloodline. Being haunted, chased, and tormented, and they're about to meet a new person who's a bad person that is a dirty offer that trying to get companionship with here. Doing spell work over your love life and your relationships, and they're going to regret what they did to you. This person was a thief. They could have stolen from you and tampered with your mail, and they're trapped because of something that they've been doing, getting fucking around with the secret organization here. They're trapped in their thoughts. They're absolutely obsessed with you. They're having a mental breakdown. They're delusional. They're overly emotional because a hex was broken. Someone was in a bad wreck. Something happened with their vehicle. They could have been in a bad wreck. Something is significant about a knife or a blade or a butcher knife or something. Someone tampered with evidence. They're loud and they're obnoxious and they just constantly want attention and they're annoying as hell. Divine intervention came in. Your ancestors are body jumping and they got this person out of your energy so that they could not give you this dirty offer. Okay, because this person has got something. They can't stand it that you can see straight through them and they're bullshit and they're absolutely miserable where they are now. They can't stand it. This obsessive lover, they don't want these secrets coming out. They want you to miss them. They could have been trying to cloud your judgment. If you love me, you'll tell me. They would come in and flirt and then you would ask them something that's going on and then they'd act like they didn't have a clue. Okay, and then trying to cloud your judgment. They wanted you to forget things. They didn't want you to remember things. There's a court date coming up and they're going to have to stand before this judge and they're going to go to jail. Everything that they try has been blocked. These maniacs are being shut down. This person is a straight up sex addict and they thought that you were going to be an easy target, but that was not the case. They're stuck and they're scared now in this shit that they've created for themselves, trying to block your intuition so you don't know what's going on. They don't want you to know what the hell is going on. They are completely overwhelmed and overloaded. Their childhood wounds are triggered and they need healing. Abuse inflicted since childhood. This person has deep childhood wounds. They could have been abused sexually as a child. The Chinese zodiac sign of the dog could be significant. Okay. Using illicit street drugs. Someone could have a mental illness. Now, I cannot diagnose that, but they're out of control because of this addiction problem here. It's making it worse. They have ill intentions. It's a do it or die kind of situation. And you're just so high vibrational. You're highly flavored. You taste good. You're yeah, they like your flavor. You're highly favored and highly blessed and high vibrational. And they're no longer covered by your protection. God is in charge with this and they're being exposed. God's in charge. They're going to prison. That's why they're fucking scared. And they're mad because when you walked away, doing magic over your finances, when you walked away, it pulled your protection with it. Clear communication about this deceit. Someone's in an agreement with a narcissist to give clear communication about a narcissist that was deceitful. They were doing magic over every aspect of your life, trying to go on the run. God is revealing the truth about your stolen wealth. This person could have stolen money from you. Okay? Doing sex magic. Archangel Michael is protecting you. What's on here? Someone could call someone here. Expressing something in a conversation that they want to hear your voice. Can you unblock them? There's some kind of a deadline. The time is running out. Someone could want to call you because they're getting ready to go to jail. They can't wait any longer. There was definitely an intervention that came in here. They could have to go to jail in the summertime, so it could be coming up really soon. There could be some kind of an unexpected call or visit, riding by your house. Someone's on the down low. These secrets are coming out about their secret lifestyle. Someone wants to communicate something here. Wow. You could have blocked this person's contact. I keep wanting to say contract. That you blocked the soul contract. It's over. It's null and void. It's done. They're creeping on your profile, trying to search you and see what the hell is going on with you. We've got earth signs being confused. You could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or could be dealing with one. Feeling invisible, running away. This could have been a fallen twin here that did this and got hooked up with a nasty karmic. And now they feel ashamed. They're humiliated. Like they're embarrassed to show their face. They admire how much you have self-love. They admire how you love yourself, how self-aware you are. They're inspired by you. They could be trying to communicate with you telepathically. There's more screenshots and proof. They're triggered. They're triggered. Throwing out memories. It's just too much. Trying to let go. They threw you away in this separation. They threw you away like you were trash. You caught this person in the act. Possibly. They've got serious childhood wounds. They're ready to explode with this rage and this furious anger over here. Could be separating from this third party ice queen over here, secretly hooking up with the other woman in this love triangle or other man in this relationship, longing for you. Good God. Missing your union, wanting a second chance, wanting to come back. They could be trying to astral project into your dreams. Cut the cords. Yeah, there's evidence with law enforcement here. Their temptations got them all fucked up. They're trying to avoid the law. They could be trying to go on the run, coming back towards you, possibly trying to play mind games with you, to take advantage of you, to string you along. Or that's what happened with this new boo that they got hooked up with. My boo here with the Three of Swords that they left you for. Seeing someone new, enjoying each other. Yeah, they regret it now because this person fucked with their mind and their feelings, and they ended up in a huge mess. We got a water sign here. Could be you, could be them. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They've got secrets here. They're unsatisfied. They're being exposed. They're being judged. They're hiding the truth. Lost interest. Given the bare minimum and breadcrumbing. Something significant's going to happen in the spring. Could find out that there's a pregnancy that's hidden here. And trapping someone. A mother figure could have used children to trap a masculine here, trying to work something out, negotiating with you and begging, trying to create some kind of terms because they want to have sex with this dirty offer. I'm so into you. Ignore this person. This King of Cups over here that's emotionally manipulative. An uncontrollable desire that's insatiable. They must have hunger for their pleasure. They're a sneaky snake. They have a fake profile. They're hiding themselves. They're plotting and scheming and doing shit to you on social media. We've got air signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. They weren't thinking. They made an unsafe decision. They didn't use protection with this partner-to-partner energy here. And they got themselves fucked up. You are very guarded with this person. You won't let this person back towards your heart. You're defensive towards this person. With the Seven of Wands. You build up walls around your heart. You're not letting this person come back in and put a blockage in your heart chakra. There's too much past trauma here. They don't want to face the truth of what they did. They're in denial of what they did to you, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. You have a very strong intuition. You're very empathic. You have a huge, beautiful heart. This person was closed off. Their heart chakra was blocked. They needed to heal their past trauma, and that's all you were doing was healing your trauma. You're a leader. They don't want to face the truth. Do not give in to this person. They're going to be very contradicting in what they say towards you. They were very dismissive towards you. They were juggling options. We've got fire signs, so all the signs have come out. Aries, Leo, Sag. They were a player. They had addictions. They were just all about doing what they wanted. They don't care. Juggling the connections. Now they're just reminiscing, looking at your photos, thinking about you, dwelling in the past. They're nostalgic here. And they're all fired up and they're extremely jealous. This person is very insecure and jealous. They talk behind your back. They're full of jealousy and envy. They just want your attention. They couldn't get it. Didn't matter what they did. They could have flaunted this karmic in your face and you could have just fucking laughed because you don't care. You're like, really? Dangerous combo with two psychos getting together. Jesus Christ. This was a spiritual contract that you have with this person. And here's this furious with rage again that's coming out. They're all fired up and then they get aggressive. They have overwhelming thoughts. They're constantly in, it's like they're all in their head, talking all kinds of shit. And they just get themselves all fired up and then they rage out. They're always on a rant. They're always just going off about something. They fight constantly with this karmic. They fight constantly with everyone. This person's an alcoholic. They have a drinking problem. And the more that they get drunk, the worse they get. They could get violent. They get aggressive. They get crazy. And if both of these people are doing this, then it is an absolutely crazy, volatile energy and situation that's going on here. And they're all jealous of you, collective. They're all jealous. Jesus Christ. Let's see what this person could be possibly going to jail for here. How's this person going to jail? Why are they getting arrested? What'd they do? We've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They have expectations of reward without labor. They have a sense of entitlement. They took shortcuts. They're lazy and they have a poor work ethic. So they were trying to get something without working for it. And with this false information, false documents, they could have tried to do something to you, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, and this Empress energy trying to take from you. They're going to jail because of theft here. Something's going to be announced. An arrival of good news is coming in here about something here. It's going to be exposed, whatever this is. They're definitely feeling hopeless. Talking about the Seven of Swords criminal here. They could have invested in a car. They could have gotten some kind of fraudulent car loan even. My God. This devil energy here. Wow. The presence of temptation with their addictions, their sex, their cheating, their violence. Very materialistic. Something's backfiring with the Eight of Wands. Could be have some kind of quick communication coming in with the King of Pentacles here. Could have done something. They're in the Tower now. Oh, Lordy. They're absolute disaster. Spying and stalking. Wanting information here. Could be spying and stalking and watching your house with the Ten of Pentacles. Trying to create conflict and competition. They're worried now because everything that was hidden that they were doing with all this deception, it's being revealed. Your intuition is very strong. They were torn between choices here and options to make. They're in denial. Death. Something's over. It was a very painful ending, and the death and the Three of Swords can be a literal death here. With a Queen of Pentacles and a Queen of Swords, so having a decision to make between this Queen of Swords has already come out over here, and the Queen of Pentacles came out over here too. Of who they were sleeping with, could have been doing both, cheating, and then walked away and moved on to calmer waters here. Who's going to jail? The psychopath. We've got the cops here with the King of Swords. Taking someone on a whole new journey. Oh, it's going to be a really painful ending. They regret this decision that they made. We've got justice was popping off. Yep, they're definitely going to jail here. With the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, the truth is coming out. And somebody's going into poverty. They're going to have financial hardship. This investigator here, they're ready to go through hard times. With whoever they were collaborating with this poly energy here. This person was very immature, very childish. They could want to apologize. Doing magic. Okay, being very manipulative. This King of Cups here. Trying to manifest what they were wanting. They abuse their power. They're corrupt. They don't know how to manage their time or their life. Extremely manipulative. Planning for their future. Working on their goals, looking towards new opportunities that could possibly be online of ways to make money, wanting the expectations of reward without labor, getting fucked up, getting drunk as shit, doing something online. Well, something's going on in the courts here. And it's got them stressed out. And it could be a problem with their big dick energy here. Of someone that they were with from their past, from their childhood. That they had love for. Okay. Collaborating with a mother figure here. Something's going on in someone's worried about something happening in someone's job. Their job, they're worried because their job was in this Knight of Wands energy with this reckless sexual energy here with the lovers. Well, an Ace of Pentacles, they could have been making a lot of money doing this. Well, now they're disappointed because they're having to sacrifice the payments that they were bringing in. This Ace of Pentacles is going down to a Page of Pentacles. They're getting ready to lose a lot of money. A lot of burdens going on. This King of Wands isn't getting what he thinks he should receive here. Okay. With these love offers that he's trying to get. This sex worker here. Okay. They got this bright idea. Oh yeah, we should put cameras all over the house, and we should make money off of this with the Seven of Swords. Yeah. Wow. So they could be going to jail for doing this, and to someone here, they could be going to jail for getting caught up for being sex workers. They could be going to jail for theft, for fraud, for forgery, for fraudulent documents. They could have stolen from their job. Could be the Ten of Swords and the Devil. This is going to be a very painful ending. They're exhausted. Yeah. Yeah. And their new beginning is with this King of Swords going to jail. That's where they're going. Because it's being exposed with the sun. And you could be exposing it, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. And you realize that this person was just a waste of your time. You didn't want anybody. You didn't want this person and anybody that they were fucking with in your energy. Once you caught on to what was going on here, you got them out. You saw the red flags almost immediately. And it didn't take long before you found out what was going on. You started being a hermit and investigating. You knew that this person was hooking up and doing something here behind your back. And it was a very painful betrayal. They hurt you deeply. You didn't see this coming. It was like really rapid and fast, and all of a sudden and out of nowhere. Well, it looks like this person's going to be going to jail for whatever the fuck they've done here. And they're going to be dealing with some serious karma. Something could be going on with someone's vehicle. Could be going to the impound. Someone could get a DUI or a DWI while they're out driving around, being sneaky, out fucking around. They're very inconsiderate and greedy. They have very toxic addictions. They could be jealous of what you do for work. They're pathological liars. But there's definitely evidence out here, and these secrets are coming out. They're furious that they're being exposed for this sexual energy that they're in. They don't want people seeing how reckless they are, especially their family. They're embarrassed, is what I'm hearing. Well, if you're embarrassed, why are you doing it? It's going to be an unexpected event. You can't trust these people, and you know that. And they can't trust each other. Drawn here. Yeah, they're all in their mind about what's being communicated with Mercury here. Oh, they can't stand it. Third house with messages. They're all in their mind about some kind of messages. We have Virgo. I analyze. So someone's analyzing and their messages. They're all in their mind. They're worried about abundance. They're worried about their money being communicated here. Communicating. I know the truth. Someone could be provoking someone. I have Aquarius and Saturn. Air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Jupiter. And you're just focusing on your destiny here in this Yod energy. We have Capricorn, I use on the bottom. Someone could have provoked you, but you knew the truth. You were communicating that you know the truth. They could have stolen money from you to go towards this karmic. Could have stolen from your household in order to buy a house with this other person, is what I'm hearing. And then left you very burdened in the Ten of Wands and the Five of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. Talking all kinds of shit to you. Because this karmic was in their ear. Had them all fucked up in their head over what they needed to do. Making the heartbreak towards you even worse. God. Alright, guys. So this is going to be our reading. You guys just take this how it resonates. Don't force anything to fit. Please only take what parts resonate with you. And if they don't, then that's okay. It just means it's for someone else, okay? I love you guys so much. I want to say special thanks for hitting 20K subscribers this morning. Oh my goodness, that was such a huge milestone and achievement. I'm so happy and I'm so grateful for all of you guys. Thank you. And I know a bunch of you, you're not subscribed, so I appreciate all of my viewers. Thank you for hitting the like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel and helps us grow. And Evie and I really appreciate you guys. She's over here. We love. Oh, she's knocked her blanket off. I can't roll back because I'm rolling on it. We love you and appreciate you guys so much. So we love you, Collective. Thank you, guys. You want to say hi? Come here, baby. Say thank you, Collective. We love you. All right. We love you so much. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for your support and your donations. We'll see you soon. Say bye, Collective. Say bye, guys.